Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten. I have another Trump-related reading for you today. I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as I can, but there's, of course, as everything is unfolding, there's a lot more characters involved, a lot more events involved, a lot more subterfuge and layers in my readings to decipher. So we'll do our best. I lay the cards out so that you can see them clearly and you can come to your own conclusions as we go along. But before we get started with this reading, please hit the like button. Please share my videos with your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Help me to reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers or more. Soulight Hypnotherapy, these readings have been extremely accurate, and as far as I'm concerned, they should be more popular than they are. So I'm going to have to rely on you guys to help me spread out into the world, spread out into these YouTube streets. So make sure to hit your that little bell so you'll be notified when I put up new videos, and make sure you encourage your friends to subscribe to me. Share me with your Facebook friends. Get the word out about Soulight. I'm talking about Trump and I'm revealing secrets here, okay? All right. Thank you for everyone who's supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a member. Your support is keeping the channel alive, and I really do appreciate you, and everyone who's donated to the channel. Thank you so much. I really, really, really do appreciate you, and pray that you receive a hundredfold blessing in return for your gifts. So let's get started. The King of Cups can represent a Scorpio, someone who's ruled by their emotions, very psychic, a king, a leader. For me in the past, this card has represented Putin. It has sometimes represented Pence. Since it's a leader, it can stand for Trump. It could be any water sign individual, male or female. I clarified the card, and two cards fell out. I got the dark-haired woman and the weakness card. So the dark-haired woman talks about can represent an actual woman with dark hair, someone who listens and advises the king or the leader. But it can also represent what this king is doing. This king who is a leader himself, could even be Rush Limbaugh, is advising or listening to Trump. And that could be Putin as well. That could be Pence, giving Trump advice and guidance. Can also be as an occupation, someone who is in Trump's administration, a secretary who has a high office, like a secretary of security, someone who speaks on Trump's behalf, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. We don't know who necessarily will fill this energy, who manifests as this energy, but these are my guesses as to who these individuals might be. But we know that someone is advising and listening to the king and giving him guidance. This is someone he trusts and finds reliable and is giving him counsel. Even Hope Hicks in the past has given him counsel, so it might even manifest as her this week somehow in the news. And like I said, anyone in his administration who advises him or speaks on his behalf in regards to the president's security or in regards to the nation's security. So as I say that, I am seeing possibility of a State of the Union address event. The Three of Cups below this King of Cups represents a group of people. It can represent a group of people who are either for you or against you. Usually with it's upright, they're for you, but it's next to some negative cards, so it can be both. This could be representing Trump's party or his base, who is concerned about the nation's security being addressed. Now, as I look at this Three of Cups, intuitively, I'm seeing some people following him blindly, and they would jump off the Brooklyn Bridge if he told them to, like sheep. while others are jumping off the Trump train from his party. So, back to this King of Cups. King of Cups, like I said, might be Trump, Putin, Pompeo, a Secretary of Security, an advisor. It could even be Kim Jong-un or Giuliani. What this the King of Cups is saying to this leader is, I alone, to these people, he is either saying it directly or he is saying it indirectly through his advisor. I alone can heal you or kill you. He heals, and this guy's on his deathbed. I alone can heal you or kill you. I alone can cure this threat, or make good on this threat. So this king is threatening. This leader is threatening this leader. This king is saying that we are under threat. So there's different layers and different stories here. Whoever this person is, their message is that we are in a crisis and a threat is coming. Weakness talks about an invasion by a foreign entity or parasite breaking through our immune system. And it could kill us if it's not treated right away with an aggressive treatment. You must take your medicine. So someone's health may also be of interest. It could be any of the people that I mentioned. Their health may be of interest. Trump's health may be of interest. Putin's health may be of interest. It may be a very aggressive illness, mentally or physically. Cancer or a mental problem, a mental disorder. The weakness card has problems thinking and cloudy thinking. Weakness also represents a person or a people who are vulnerable and under threat. So we know that Trump is threatening Cohen. I feel that Putin is very much threatening Trump right now. And then we have the North Korean threat. Okay? So it's a lot of stuff going on. The next card, who or what does this event involve? This addressing a security issue. We have the Seven of Swords. And since it's next to the King of Cups, a court card, it's going to also further describe the character of this leader or leaders or people that we're dealing with. And we know that the Seven of Swords is a shady guy. He's stealing. He's doing something behind your back. He's conniving. He's shifty. He's backhanded. He's undermining. And he's either doing this in concert with the king or behind the king's back. The king is vocalizing his suspicion of the Seven of Swords, which could be a person or a people, a foreign entity. So that is layering in itself to the North Koreans. That is layering in itself to the Hispanics that are crossing the border. Hold on a second, guys. I've got some music playing that I need to adjust. We'll just leave it on. It's actually kind of nice. I've just got my YouTube music going, and so hopefully it will keep keep me on track, keep me focused. Back to the Seven of Swords. Like I said, I feel like this is layering into a lot of different things. This event involves possibly North Korea, the Hispanics crossing the border, and maybe an address to the nation about their threat to us, the crisis at the border. Also, it could be representing someone who Trump finds to be shifty or shady, or wants us to be suspicious of. And when I clarified the Seven of Swords, I got the pleasant pastime, and further clarified that with the Casa card from Sibilla, Sibilla. So, Casa reminds me of anything having to do with the country, the White House, the presidential office, the nation, our soil, our territory, any government house, FBI, CIA. It's next to the Seven of Swords, which is a spy card, so it can definitely be a house of intelligence, national intelligence, and that could be who's advising Trump, okay? Pompeo, for instance. Okay. So Trump is concerned. He's trying to look unbothered. He's trying to seem like he's got it all together. But I feel he feels very threatened by these energies, by Putin, by Cohen, someone who's gone behind his back, recorded his conversations, and has detailed information that he can offer to the body of Congress. Even some other foreign agent or agent of the FBI or CIA could offer some shocking information about Trump in the next 2 days to a week. Okay, there's time frame in the Casa card. We've got 2 days to a week. All right. Let's go back to the Seven of Swords and try to unravel some more of this. Someone has gone behind the king's back. Okay, someone has gone behind the king's back. And he's guilty of having invaded one's privacy or one's territory or country. Now they have the goods on Trump. Now they have the goods on him. And there's a celebration over that now. There's also some sneaky infiltration, cyber, invisible infiltration to national interests. And there's celebration about this by whoever is being represented by the Seven of Swords. All right? Many, many layers. Many, many layers. Now they have the goods on Trump. There's celebration over that. And the King of Cups, whoever he is, whoever he's representing on, could be any or all. When he or she elaborates on behalf of their leader, because Trump's leader is Putin, about this suspicious enemy, they may elaborate that this enemy is no longer a threat to America. I'm seeing different stories, as in North Korea. It's no longer a threat to America. Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate that. That might be part of his National Union address, what he wants to say. He's trying to create that illusion, to present that. To the American people. So this suspicious enemy is no longer a threat to the nation's security. And I alone can protect us from this suspicious enemy that wants to invade our territory, by building this structure, this government structure, this wall. So that we can avert, with the tower in the challenge position, so that we can avert disaster, so that we can avert infiltration. Or avert this crisis. Now, on another track, this suspicious enemy, which could be Korea or Putin, is doing something behind our backs to threaten our security, okay? Like I said, there are some sneaky, cyber, invisible infiltration to our structure, to our government, to our democracy, to our security. A cyber invasion. Or nuclear, can't pick it up. Nuclear facilities or buildings that are being kept secret with the moon card here. Trying to be cute with all my crystals, and I'm just getting in my own way. All right. So I'm seeing that with this weakness card, that this is a warning or a threat to one's existence, to one's reality. So I see Trump is threatened, his existence, his reality, right? His reality, which is a bunch of bullshit, is about to get blasted, about to get shattered. Trump is threatened, and the country is threatened because Trump is threatened. Trump is threatened because he is creating this illusion about the suspicious enemy, whether it be Korea, whether it be Putin, whether it be the Hispanics at the border. Creating this illusion about Cohen implanting danger in the mind and the heart of the individuals involved. So Trump is threatened. The Democratic leaders are being threatened. Trump has threatened them by playing with their security interests, by revealing through gossip, through tweets, their secret missions. When Nancy Pelosi wanted to go see the troops, he gave that away. So because of Trump's threats from who he sees as his enemy, he is putting us at threat very direly. And he's threatening Cohen. Even more, there's going to be more threats on Cohen. He's trying to implant fear in Cohen so he won't reveal Trump's secrets to Congress. This threat is very serious. And it's not something we should be numb to. It's not something that we should numb ourselves to. We're in a dire situation. There's danger ahead. Molly, you're in danger, girl. Big, 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 big. Hide your kids, hide your keys, hide your dog, hide your husband, hide your cat. That's the message. They're coming for you. So we're all getting this threat. Trump is getting this threat. We're getting this threat. All right, I made my point. Like I said, I feel Trump is personally being threatened by a foreign leader and by a health crisis of his own. And this is being kept secret, hidden from us. It could be Putin or Kim Jong-un as well. Somebody has a health crisis, but I'm feeling it's Trump. It's being kept secret. The King of Cups can be a doctor, and here we have someone who's under doctor's orders or doctor's care. Could be a very invasive, aggressive problem that needs to be addressed. Again, that's got layers, that message. So Trump feels he's being threatened, that his private family dealings and business, family business, and his true alliances, this Three of Cups, his true alliances, which are with at least 3 different foreign enemies to our nation, will be exposed via a confession from Cohen with the Seven of Swords. It's all about Trump Tower on foreign soil. The Moscow Tower project. And it's all about his kids getting in trouble for that. And it's all about someone who's confessing to high crimes, his high crimes, fraudulent money transfers having to do with the election. And it's about this party at the White House, the inauguration funds, election funds, and fraud and schemes. Where did the money come from and where did it go? The tower reveals great revelations, secrets, many hidden secrets. And the tower wants to explode and put it all out there, Cohen. It threatens to pull down not only Trump, but also his children. And still, in spite of all this, and we see it coming. I mean, we see it coming. We see the tower coming. In spite of all this, some of his party will still blindly follow him into the river. Why? And now I'm talking about Pence, I'm talking about Pompeo, I'm talking about McConnell. What's his name? God. Our new Jeff Flake. What's his name? My God, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm my memory. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. I actually started reading tarot to help my memory because I have a short memory. The Utah guy. I forget his name. Anyway, I'm sure someone will put it in the box, and I'll go, duh. Why are they supporting Trump? Why are they supporting lifting sanctions on Russia? Why are they supporting his bullshit stories about North Korea and all of his lies? Because they're compromised. They're compromised by the enemy as well, unsuspectedly or directly. They have a hand in the pot. They have connections that will bring them down. And so they're supporting him. And there's something here about, like I said, some kind of cyber infiltration that they're betting on. But let me get back to that later, okay? So there's some in his base. They're still going down with him. You know, they're still blindly following him. And again, there's some energy here that's also opposing to him, and they want to know what's going on. They want transparency. They want what's being concealed to be revealed. So I'm seeing this as both supporters and also protesters, okay? Influencing Trump, having a big influence on his actions and reactions, on his emotions, and how he chooses to act. So why am I seeing celebration here again? It can refer to an announcement, that State of the Union, or even maybe he may make a national crisis announcement. He made one last week, but it was just more posturing. He may make it again, make another one again. There is an announcement here that causes a ruckus, causes a stir, causes the parties to react to undermine him. Maybe both sides. Because some in his party will defect. Some who don't want to go down with this king, blindly following him and ruining their careers forever. Too late. So like I said, this announcement is celebrated by the people and the parties involved. Now here I think that this card is going to talk about the shutdown. I feel that it's saying that within the next 48 hours from today, from the day that I wrote this, from the day that I laid this reading, which was yesterday on the 20th of January, within 48 hours to a week, possibility of, I don't want to say that. Either the shutdown comes to an end or a major scandal comes out, okay? Let's put it like that. I give myself some breathing room on that one. And there will be celebration about this ending or revelation. However, there's deception here. There's deception in this celebration. So don't celebrate too much, people, because you have been lied to. You have been had. And this wall is not going to be built. This wall is just an illusion. This structure is not going to be built. It's just an illusion. And it was just a ploy to get you back on his good side, to get you supporting him again, to get you encouraging him again, to be a mouthpiece when he decides to run for re-election, if he makes it that far. And it was this border crisis, this shutdown, it was his version of a wag the dog. It was a tactic. It was a diversion from his investigation and all that's coming out, all that's being revealed. He's trying to keep your emotions tied up so that you don't care about that. You care about, eating. You care about living. You care about the daily necessities. He's a master at triggers. Black NLP. Persuasion techniques. He and his team. Don't get it twisted. Don't underestimate Trump. He is a master at it. Now, on a different note, I'm also seeing a secret alliance between Trump and Putin, or an alliance between Putin and North Korea, or between all three. Mandy? Hey, Mandy? Don't get started. My dog sees another dog out the window and she starts growling up a storm, so I may have to pause here. We'll see. As I was saying, I see a secret alliance with a secret enemy. And there is a deal between these enemies that's being celebrated. A deal that's been done in secret. It could involve the lifting of sanctions on Deripaska, who is Putin's man, and an important cog in his wheel of deception, and possibly even the cyber warfare, which may somehow be in relation to why certain Republicans are still willing to go down with Trump, because they're betting on the cyber warfare saving them in the next election. That's how I feel about it. And it could be that this celebration involves the end, because the tower is an end of something, the end, an abrupt end of something, the end of the shutdown. I hope so. Again, it's next to the moon. It's very hard to say. The celebration could also be the impression that is being imposed or implanted that North Korea is no longer a threat. They're being their nuclear facilities are destabilized or are going to be destabilized. And there's this tactic, this plan, this meeting is set up to provide that ruse, to provide that cover, to make that statement. This celebration, like I said, could be over the structure being built or from the structure of government. And when I say from the structure of government, and I said they've got the goods on Trump, the threats that he's making publicly on Cohen. I mean, the guy had the clear with Barr. Barr even said, I don't think that what Trump was doing with, by Trump firing Comey, that was obstruction of justice. Barr stated that he didn't feel that was necessarily that didn't necessarily equate to obstruction of justice. But he did say that witness tampering and threatening a witness to intimidate a witness was obstruction of justice. So Trump himself, being his own worst enemy, having publicly threatened Cohen and continuing to threaten Cohen, they're celebrating because they've got the goods on Trump now. But don't celebrate too much, Democrats. I'm not sure William Barr will do what he promised or keep his word. Trump is threatening another. Keep your mouth shut. Don't reveal my secrets to Congress. Like I said, he's doing this very publicly. And this is concrete proof of obstruction of justice, which is being celebrated by the Democrats. But don't celebrate too soon. Just to reiterate, Trump is walking into his own trap, however, a self-made trap. And he's trying to lead someone into a trap as well, to take the fall for his actions. That's most likely Jared. And the cards are warning once again. Sorry, it's hard because I've got so many clarifiers here. The cards are warning Trump. Excuse me. They're warning him that a major enemy is in his own party. Or in his family, his indirect family. Could be part of his administration. It could be his direct family. Could be his vice president, Pence. But there is someone in his own party or a circle of friends who is a major enemy to him. And the cards always say that. I always mention it. They're plotting behind his back. And this person is secretly confessing that Trump made plans with the enemies, that Trump consorted with the enemy. And it's just layered into also the person who's confessing, could be, Cohen, confessing that Trump made plans to build this Trump Tower on foreign territory, having the aid of Trump's families, members, and they were involved. Okay, so that was just that part. So let's go to the Three of Cups and look at it a little bit more clearly. Three of Cups, like I said, is Trump's most likely action or reaction to the events that I've called out. Three of Cups represents communion with like-minded people who are celebrating or encouraging you, your accomplishments, and your achievements. This could be a rally for support, meaning that Trump's party is still supporting him, still supporting his illusions, his lies, supporting this announcement. It could be that an announcement that the shutdown is over. Possibility of that, or that the crisis has been averted because I alone have saved you and protected you with this structure. Like I said, the wall's not going to be built. It's just bullshit. Even if he gets some money for security, border security, it's not for a wall. It's not enough to build a structure. That was the question, but I'm still not sure. I still can't see clearly that this shutdown will end. I know the challenge is to end it, but I feel there's still uncertainty. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to see if the shutdown's going to end. I'm not sure if this time frame is saying the shutdown will end, or if it's saying that something shocking and revealing, a scandal, is going to come out on Trump within the next week. Through a confession, or through the secretly revealing a secret. And any of these men that I called out could be guilty of that. Going behind Trump's back and revealing what might be a very perverse secret. In addition to the Trump Tower being built in Russia and the deals being made while he was running for election. To try and sum this up and give it some clarity, I feel like this event is an announcement by Trump or an advisor of Trump that involves a national crisis to avert, that needs to be averted. We see it coming. They see it coming and they want to avert it. A crisis with a real or an imagined enemy. Also, it is Trump threatening to reveal secrets of fraud about the father of Michael Cohen as an act of intimidation upon the witness. Their celebration over this revelation, over this threat, because it gives them the goods on Trump. It gives concrete proof of obstruction. Their celebration over Cohen, encouragement for Cohen to reveal what he knows, the Congress to tell the truth, in spite of the threats. And I'm thinking their celebration over the shutdown ending. I hope. When I look at the Three of Cups next to the Tower and the Moon, I get strong emotions, intense feelings, a moodiness, an outcry for transparency, an outcry for this shutdown to end, affecting Trump, influencing Trump and his decisions. An outcry, don't end the shutdown, from his supporters who are advising him. Carry on with the ruse. And this bitter, intense feeling, that Trump or Putin or someone in Trump's family is nourishing and that is brewing, causing Trump to threaten national security even more. To make more threats to the parties involved. This party who was once loved and trusted is now very much hated and despised. Secretly by Trump in his deep innermost feelings. He hates his base. Fuckers. Did I just say that? Putin hates America, hates Trump. Trump hates Putin. Trump hates Jared. They hate him. These feelings are brewing, getting stronger and stronger, about to pop, about to blow. Trump hates the Democrats. He hates everybody. He hates everybody. I hate him. Oh, Lord. That man is funny. When I look at party pastime, when it's combined with reconciliation and with the enemy, it means that a once trusted person is now hated very much, and this trusted person has knowledge, secret knowledge on you. Trump can't stand Cohen. Ooh. And like I said, as a side note, while some of the party members still are willing to support Trump to the end, to blindly follow because of their own compromise or compromat with secret Russian money or support, they're betting on further support at getting reelected or Trump getting reelected because of manipulation and infiltration through cyber tampering by the enemy. So let's finish up the reading. We've got the Tower and the Moon came out together, clarified by Amore reversed and Reconciliation reversed. Hopefully you can see. Together I feel like this is talking about an ending, the conclusion of a story that went on way too long. So it's alluding to the end of this shutdown. Or, yeah, let's just say that. So I don't think, I do think the shutdown will come to an end soon. But with reconciliation reversed, It's either a forced agreement or an agreement to disagree. Neither party really gets what they want, and neither party really wins. If it's an agreement about, if this is in regards to North Korea, any agreement with North Korea to destabilize their nuclear facilities or structures, or test points, is not going to be upheld. Okay? There is definitely, look at there's wolves here. Wolves always mean sneaky, cunning behavior. You're not sure if you can trust the wolf. The wolf is very smart. Or the coyote, or whoever, the fox. And dogs warn of danger. So what this is saying is that North Korea can't be trusted. Any promise to destabilize nuclear structures, any announcement of that is false. It's a lie. And Trump and Pompeo both know that. In some way, I want to believe Pompeo is a secret agent, a double agent. I want to believe that his CIA training makes him so very good, because he really does seem like a real asshole on Trump's side. But I want to believe that he's really working to protect us. I really hope so, but I don't know. That might be just a deluded fantasy I'm having, because I'm so numb by all the corruption that I keep reading about and seeing in these cards. But I feel that Trump is weakening. He's weakening in health. He's weakening in his base support. He's weakening in his party support. And all of his stories, all of his illusions, they're falling apart before our very eyes. They're coming crashing to the ground, being shattered. And he is most likely mentally falling apart as well, even though he's trying to hide it. And all of this is making us, putting us as a collective in a very, including the world, in a very precarious situation, very dangerous to all of us. Because as he's being threatened, the more he is threatened, the more likely he is going to pull another wag the dog scenario to protect himself and to protect his children from danger, from going to prison, or from going down. But at the same time, he is weakening. Trump is weakening. He and Putin can and are celebrating that at the same time that Trump is weakening, he and Putin are celebrating that they have successfully weakened our democracy. They have successfully weakened our defenses. They have successfully weakened our faith in our institutions, the FBI and our CIA and our national intelligence. They have weakened our alliances with our friends, countries' alliances. They have weakened our national security in a cyber way through infiltration, and they have shared with one another. Trump has shared with Putin national secrets. When all of this finally does come out, and it will, because the tower is inevitable, tower energy is inevitable. You can't prevent it from coming, although he will try. When all of this comes out, the bitter feelings, the intense feelings will grow. But also the divide within our country will grow as well, because of the blind followers who will refuse to believe who have drunk the potion, who have fallen under the spell of the master manipulator. So the country will be in great divide. All parties involved will have bitter feelings. And the enemy all of our enemies can celebrate that. To clarify the tower, we have the Amore reverse. This talks about cold feelings, a loss of passion for Trump. This loss of passion, these numb and cold feelings are beginning to grow and are about to pop off. This could mean more rallies, more protests, or even a strike. It might be a strike that brings the end to the shutdown. That might have to happen in order to shatter this illusion, in order to break this spell. This is a real reality show, guys. And it's about to turn up. And the whole world is going to be in shock and awe. Shock and awe. When it turns up. And pops off. People have lost trust in the institutions. They don't know what to believe anymore. They've lost trust in his governing. And going forward, Trump will be challenged with legal proceedings to separate or divorce him from his job. So this is impeachment, challenging Trump in the future coming up. I don't know how soon. I wouldn't say a week, but I'm saying impeachment is on the way. Okay? He will be challenged to be separated from his job, to be removed. I'm going to ask in one of these spreads, I think it's this one, the middle one. This is going to be a big reading here. Whether or not enough of the Senate will agree to impeach him. But I'm not going to get into that right now. What I will say is expect some shocking revelations, perhaps a scandal about Trump and or his kids within the next 2 days to a week from today, which is from the day that I laid this reading, which was the 20th. And it could be about some real dirty shit. It could be about something perverse. Amore, when it's reversed, is perverse. The tower can be very sexual. Casa could be private stuff. It doesn't have to be sexual, but what I'm saying is it's possible because we have the card of scandal and gossip here about this king. And didn't I say, by the way, I said, I can't remember in what reading I said it. God, I can't remember, but maybe some of you can. But I did mention, it must have been about 3-4 months ago, that someone in Mueller's team might leak information. And now we have the BuzzFeed story. That will also be addressed in this middle reading here. And I also said that Putin, when the time comes and when Trump is no longer of use or value, will release some perverse information on Trump. He will do it secretly. He will do it via indirect methods. But whatever it is you're trying to protect Trump, it's going to come out. Just for fun. Just for fun. I'm looking forward to that. But Amore says there will be when it's reversed, says there will be a discovery of some garbage, some dirt. Okay? Scandal and gossip. Major revelations, secrets coming out. The moon is about subterfuge, confusion, secrets, false realities, moods, emotions, fears, and uncertainties and anxieties that are about to blow. And the buildup is palpable. And we can all see it coming. Trump sees it coming. Everybody sees it coming. This is a very scary feeling that I'm beginning to get by these cards. So let's just clarify it. Go straight to the clarifier, which is reconciliation reverse. And like I said, when I connect it to certain cards in the reading, it can mean that someone that you trusted, you now hate, and they have your secrets, and they will reveal them. Okay? That could fall into the Cohen territory. Anybody, someone in his party or family, and it could be Putin revealing secrets about Trump. And they will share your secrets with the enemy. Your enemy. Someone that you trusted. Well, I didn't, but America elected this man. He's president, however he got elected. So he's in a position of trust. It will be revealed that he has broken that trust, that he has shared secrets with the enemy. Okay, when that comes out, intense, bitter feelings and outcry to cut and to sever the contract, the bond, to abruptly clear the slate and remove him from office. And there's an outcry to end this shutdown before I lose my house, before I go bankrupt, before I lose my job. Whatever is coming out in the next week is going to make things even worse. And it will be matched and addressed and responded to with stubbornness, hypocrisy, and prideful actions from Trump and his team in retaliation to this event or what they suppose is a threat to them. So that's the reading, guys. I hope that you found some information that you didn't know about. I hope you feel informed. If you like the reading, please remember to hit the like button. If you'd like to support the channel, my work and my efforts, there's a donate button on the homepage, or you can join me on Patreon. Next up, the next question is, will Cohen still give his testimony despite Trump's threats to silence him? Is there any truth in the BuzzFeed story that Mueller is trying to denounce? And will Cohen, if he gives his testimony, corroborate the BuzzFeed story? And if all of this comes to pass, will enough of the Senate agree to impeach Trump and remove him from office? So that's coming up this week. Make sure to stay tuned. Hit your notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for tuning in. Blessings.